Okay, welcome to Bonnie's Best Hoosier Treasures, and today I am baking a gluten-free dessert for a friend. And I am going to try the recipe on the bag of almond flour from Costco and almond milk from Costco. So let's see how that goes. So it calls for 2 tablespoons of butter, or I'm using margarine. I've never made this recipe before, so we're going to see what it's like. So 2 tablespoons of butter. So as before, I'm going to do it all like I said before. Mix up that butter first. And then it's calling for a 1/2 cup of sugar. Then to that, I'm adding an egg. Remember, I've said before, when you're doing a recipe, it's always your butter, your sugar, then your egg. Then it's calling for a 1/4 cup of this almond milk. Now it's telling me to whisk together the almond flour, which is 1 cup. And then it is saying a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Salt, and it is saying 1/8 teaspoon, but salt always balances off cocoa. And then it's calling for baking powder, 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1 teaspoon of that. Now I'm just going to, now it says to add a 1/4 cup chopped almonds, but this is for a senior, and I'm not sure if she might have trouble with, like slivered or chopped almonds, so I'm not going to add that. I've worked with seniors over the years, and I know that sometimes those things can be a choking hazard, so I'm always cautious about that. So I've got that. So I'm supposed to put that in here in the food processor and just blend it till it's moistened. Till moistened. I think brownies, you never overbeat them. Now, it is also calling for a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, and I think it'll be okay to add these because as they bake, they will melt. So let's lower that. Let's stir that. Just moisten that. Now I have sprayed an 8x8 pan with some non-stick oil, and then I'm going to put this in the oven at 350, and it says to about half an hour. So I will be back when it's baked. While I'm waiting for the brownies to cook, I thought I would show you something, a trick I learned, and I don't know if you knew this. To go along with this meal I'm having tonight, I'm going to barbecue chicken, a baked potato, and turnip and a green vegetable. But this is something that I learned by trial and error. So this turnip, I'm going to put it on whatever microwavable plate you have. Put a paper towel, and I'm going to put this whole thing in the microwave for about 30 to 40 minutes. The paper towel will catch the wax that this turnip is coated with. But I'm telling you, when you cook it like that, it cuts like butter. No more cutting and cutting your fingers with tough turnips. Try putting it in the microwave. It saves time, fingers, and it works. So there's a tip that I have learned. You can even prepare this ahead of time if you want. So for Christmas or New Year's or Easter, if you're going to serve turnip, I would cook this, mix whatever you want in it, whatever you add to it, put it in a casserole dish, and then you only have to heat it up. So it's something you can do ahead of time. So just a tip I'm sharing with you. Okay folks, here we are, the almond flour brownies. Now, because it's almond flour, it doesn't have the same rising as with regular flour. But let's see how it cuts. It took about 30 minutes, so they're pretty thin. But that means that I can give her a bigger slice. Alright, let's see how this comes out of the pan. I've let it cool slightly. Now what I've done is, no matter who comes to my house or for dinner, I like to, it's all presentation. So what I'm going to do, I think maybe I could give her 2. What do you think? Let's give her 2 because they're so thin. But they're chocolatey. And all I've done is I've got, what I used is a cupcake liner. And I just flattened it and put that as a doily on my plate. I've got a cup of fresh strawberries and just a strawberry on the side. Now, you know what? And you gotta do this. You gotta try this thing. Taste, taste, taste. Here we go. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're just kind of skinny, but it's chocolatey. I think to her, her meal tonight, I think that'll be a treat for her, don't you think? So, you know what? Doesn't take much to make somebody happy and make their day. So I hope I've made your day and given you some ideas to try. And don't be afraid to try. It's life is worth living, isn't it, when you can give something away. So God bless and have a great day.